We opened the Motor Torque garage doors today and we've got the latest Skoda Fabia vRS. The last Fabia vRS had a 1.9 litre diesel engine, and this was mated to a 6-speed manual box. This car? Well, this car has got a 1.4 litre petrol turbocharger and supercharger, and it's got a 7-speed DSG box. Rivals include Peugeot's 208 GTI, the Ford Fiesta ST and the Renault Clio Renault Sport. But is the Fabia vRS any good? Let's jump in and see. Inside the Skoda Fabia vRS, well, actually, it's pretty familiar to the normal Fabia. There's a couple of standout things. There's the vRS logo in the door sill. There's also the vRS logo in the upholstery of the seats. But apart from that, you wouldn't really know that you're driving the hot hatch. There's plenty of kit on this Fabia vRS as well. You've got your radio, you've got your media, you've got your Bluetooth compatibility. You've also got a sat-nav, which is very, very good. Down under the glove box, and there's 2 glove boxes which make it useful to hide things in, you've got your aux and your iPod connection. Nice little hidey hole to keep away from prying eyes. This Fabia, well, it's got a 7-speed DSG box. Now that DSG box replaces the 6-speed that we've already mentioned in the previous generation. The DSG box is part of the Volkswagen Skoda Alliance. It's really, really good. And you've also got paddle shifters just behind the steering wheel. Stick it into manual, play with the paddle shifters, and you really start to get the feel of how racy and how good to drive this little car is. The most striking feature of the Skoda Fabia vRS has got to be its outlandish colour scheme. The green and black actually works really well. It's also got subtle features like the red brake calipers and the little roof spoiler. But this car comes with motorsport heritage. It's been a winner for 3 years in a row in the hands of Juho Hänninen and Andreas Mikkelsen. Skoda, with the Fabia vRS, in Rally Guys, won the Intercontinental Rally Challenge Championship in 2010, 2011 and 2012. But it's not just rally fans that the vRS is going to attract. It's also going to attract enthusiasts that want comfort, practicality and good economy. This vRS seems to have it all. And this is why we give the Fabia vRS 4 Motor Torque stars. For a hot hatch, the little Skoda Fabia vRS is actually quite practical. With the seats in place, it's got a stowage space of 300 litres. Now that's 15 litres more than the Peugeot 208 GTI. Fold the seats and this expands to 1,163 litres. So on the practicality front, the Skoda Fabia vRS is worth 4.5 Motor Torque stars. The Skoda Fabia vRS is fun to drive. It's powered by a 1.4 litre turbocharger and supercharger petrol engine. It produces 177 brake horsepower. It has a top speed of 139 mph, while it can complete the benchmark sprint in 7.3 seconds. Unfortunately for Skoda, the Peugeot 208 GTI is quicker and it will complete the benchmark sprint in 6.8 seconds. And that's why we give the Skoda Fabia vRS 3.5 stars for performance. When it comes to ride and handling, the Skoda Fabia is very good, but it's not right up there with the best in class. The Ford Fiesta ST and the Peugeot 208 GTI are more fun to drive and feel more engaging, which the enthusiast and purist alike will prefer. The little Fabia has got a system called XDS to improve traction when cornering. It moves the power to the unstressed wheel when cornering, giving more traction to the outside wheel. This does improve handling of this Skoda Fabia vRS, but unfortunately The steering is not as well weighted as the Fiesta ST or even the Peugeot 208 GTI, and it never feels as engaging as either car. It does, however, provide a good mix of comfort and practicality, and will be a really useful daily driver. For the ride and handling, we give Skoda Fabia vRS 3.5 stars. Owning a Skoda Fabia vRS won't cost you the earth. The vRS can be used as a daily driver. It has claimed average fuel economy of 45.6, so expect around 40s in the real world driving. It emits 148 grams per kilometre of CO2, placing the Fabia vRS in a tax band of F, and that costs £140 per year. The Skoda Fabia vRS costs £19,045, and that's why we give it 4 motor torque stars. Skoda's Fabia vRS is a very good car. It's well built, and inside it also looks well put together. However, for a hot hatch, it lags behind the Ford Fiesta ST and Peugeot's 208 GTI for pure driving enjoyment. The next generation of the vRS, which comes soon, will need to up its game. And that's why we give it 4 motor torque stars.